Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. For the better part of today, there is a letter purportedly from IEBC that has been going viral. This letter is seemingly distancing IEBC from Wafula Chebukati's withdrawal from a multi-sectoral consultative forum that was overseeing preparedness for next year's election. So this letter distances IEBC from Wafula Chebukati's withdrawal from that technical committee. And as the letter was going viral, IEBC, through their official page, came and termed the letter fake. They termed the letter fake. And you can see there, that's IEBC posting that. An indication that they are just describing or terming that letter fake. Yes. So in this video right now, I want us to have a brief look on the letter, after which, as usual, we are just going to find out the truth of that letter. Is the letter a leaked information from IEBC itself, or where did that letter emanate from? That's our analysis and discussion today. So if in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. Let's have a look briefly on the letter. IEBC. Read. Withdrawal from the multi-sectoral consultative forum. The above letter is in reference to a letter IEBC /CP/EL GEN/8/Volume 2/44 dated 22nd November, purportedly from the IEBC chairman Wafula Chebukati, withdrawing from the multi-sectoral consultative forum that brings stakeholders together to ensure a smooth electoral process. Let's jump to the most important part of this letter. We therefore wish to state that the said withdrawal is against the collective wish of some commissioners whose voices equally matter on policy issues as such. The IEBC would wish to notify the general public that it did not sit to discuss such an issue and or deliberate on the same. We respectfully request the chair Wafula Chebukati to exercise wisdom and provide leadership to the commission. Marjan Hussein Marjan, acting CEO /CS. That's the purported letter that came from IEBC. And IEBC itself has just termed it fake. So, is this some leaked information from within the commission? Yes. Is it some leaked information? That's what we want to find out in this video right now. So in trying to find out where this letter might have emanated from, or what it tells or shows us about IEBC, the state of IEBC, there are two questions I want us to answer today. The first question is Chebukati being isolated within the commission? That's the first question I want us to answer today. Is Chebukati being isolated from within the commission? The second question, why is the government still reluctant to show Chebukati the door, even after Chebukati showing very strong signals and signs that is most definitely aligning himself to William Ruto? That's the second question I would want us to answer today in this video right now. Let's start with the first question. Is Chebukati being isolated within the commission? If this letter is anything to go by, ladies and gentlemen, from this letter, the commissioners are alleging that they never sat down to agree on Wafula Chebukati's withdrawal from the technical committee. So they are just trying to tell Kenyans that Wafula Chebukati might have unilaterally made the decision to withdraw from the technical committee without consulting other commissioners. You know, currently, we have 7 commissioners with Wafula Chebukati as the chair. So together with Wafula Chebukati, we have 7 commissioners. And I know decisions are made within IEBC out of consensus, or when if there is no consensus, then they can decide to vote. And in the event they vote, then if 4 commissioners vote in one direction, then they carry the day. But in this case, it seems to appear Wafula Chebukati might have made the decision to withdraw from the technical committee. It might have been a unilateral decision from Wafula Chebukati. There was no consultation or some kind of a consensus. So, is Wafula Chebukati being isolated from within the commission? That reminds me, ladies and gentlemen, of what happened or transpired in the year 2017 election. In 2017, we had Wafula Chebukati and Roslyn Akombe on one side, CEO Chiloba and the remaining commissioners were also on the other side. So there were those 2 camps. So from what is happening today, I tend to believe that already there is a split within the commission. Wafula Chebukati is on one side, and then we have the secretariat led by Marjan Hussein Marjan and other commissioners on the other side. And I'm saying that because of this, ladies and gentlemen. Besides Gulie and Molubuyu, the 4 commissioners who were recently appointed by President Uhuru Kenyatta, it's widely believed that they have a soft spot for the government side. And actually Tanga at one point complained, and they even threatened to go to court, for they believe that these commissioners already they had been compromised. And actually Kimani Ichung'wah was very, very vocal on that. He was complaining about these 4 newly appointed commissioners. So from where I sit, this letter most definitely might have originated from the commission, only that it was leaked before it went the full process of verification. So this letter might have leaked from the commission, and it might have leaked from the side most definitely not supporting Wafula Chebukati. And there seems to be a majority at the commission. That's one reason why, that's one thing why I believe most definitely Wafula Chebukati is maybe being isolated from within the commission. He might be a lone ranger from within the commission. The second question, why is the government still reluctant to show this man the door? Because from his body language, utterance, and the way he carries himself, you will largely agree with me that seemingly is leaning or appears to be leaning toward the wheelbarrow, towards William Ruto. Why is the government still reluctant to show him the door? Yes, I tend to believe, ladies and gentlemen, that there are 2 reasons that can explain that, or 2 things that can answer that question. The first thing, the government knows that largely Wafula Chebukati and his commissioners, their roles are just purely policy formulation, and their roles appears to be just ceremonial. The daily-to-daily undertakings or doings in the commission squarely lies with the secretariat, headed by currently Marjan Hussein Marjan. The government knows that the electoral transmission of results and anything that pertains to election is being done by the secretariat. And the government knows they have put the right people in those places. So in the event Wafula Chebukati decides to misbehave, in the event he decides to misbehave, then already there are people who have been put in the right places that will take care of that. Yes. I believe the government has that confidence. They know what it entails to transmit election results and what it entails. The cooking is purely done by the secretariat. Wafula Chebukati and his commissioners are just there to serve what has been cooked. So the government feels that in the event Wafula Chebukati decides to misbehave or to compromise the election, the right people are already in place to take good care of that. The second thing the government might still be reluctant to show this man the door is because if you look at the personality of Wafula Chebukati, he comes out as somebody who can easily be given some pressure and then he bulges into that pressure. In 2017 election, Wafula Chebukati, in fact, he used to give out very contradictory statements. To a point, Kenyans felt that he was going to resign. He was just going to resign from the commission because Akombe had just resigned. So Kenyans were waiting with bated breath for also Wafula Chebukati to follow suit and just resign. But Wafula Chebukati never resigned, and from the look of things, he might have been given some little pressure and then he just played along. So the government, because they have dealt with this man before, they know that this man maybe is somebody who does not have a clear stand on issues. If given pressure, if maybe he wanted to misbehave in one way or the other, he can be given some little pressure and then you will just find Wafula Chebukati playing along. That's something that maybe I know the government knows, because government has so many intelligence and a lot of so many information gathering sources. They already know that. And then also related to that, I am also convinced that the government, they know that things are in place. There is no need for worry, no cause for alarm. They know things are in place for a credible, verifiable election come next year. So Wafula Chebukati is just a drop in the ocean, just a lone ranger within the commission. He is not actually a threat. I strongly believe that because all these behaviors by Wafula Chebukati, even the government knows that, and they have intelligence sources that also just explains to them what is happening at IEBC. The government knows everything is well in place. So before I conclude, just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. If you are watching us for the very first time and you are watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment, please. And to our fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very, very much humbled for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.